Chicago Bears,
Here we go.
2.5 point favorites against the Washington Commanders on the road. It's
And
the
what'd you say Sunday
game
night, Chad?
I said on Sunday night.
There you go.
I said it on Sunday night. I was looking at the numbers. We go over this on the Sunday show. Watch it in the app. Watch it on YouTube. If you're not, this is what you missed. The Bears were 1.5 point underdogs on Sunday night. I was so astonished by this and so distracted. I tried betting it during the show, and it was off the board at two of the three books here in Connecticut. I got it at 1.5 at one of the books before it came off the board again, and then reopened with the Bears at 2.5 because of the Jaden Daniels news, right? Like this was supposed to be Caleb and Jaden, and two quarterbacks who are doing incredibly well as rookies, 1 and 2 in the draft. We don't know. He's week to week. It could be Marcus Mariota instead of Jaden Daniels. That's why the number is moved. Like, should we be trying to middle this right now?
I was gonna say you definitely have that option. I'm not gonna do anything yet with this because I'm just hoping that this does get up to 3, and then I'll try to hit the middle. But you're right, like it's tempting already at 2.5. We already talked about how key of a number 2 is, but yeah, I told you I like the Bears just because of their defense in this matchup. So even at -2.5, if you miss the party, I still don't think that's a bad number to grab this Bears team if it is Marcus Mariota. Like we talked about all the regression that was coming for that team in Washington, where they were 9 for 9 on fourth downs. That's not sustainable. They basically every time on third down, let's say it was 3rd and 7, he wouldn't just get the first down, Daniels. He'd get like 25 to 30 yards either passing or running the ball. It was just so extreme. We knew it was going to come back down. And, when Mariota came in, the Panthers already given up on that point, right? They were down 20-0. He is just bad. Like there's a reason he is a backup where he makes the wrong reads. He's inconsistent. He holds onto the ball for too long. And his first thing, even though he's been in the league this long, his first read is always to run the ball. He just wants to run the ball. And I do think you guys can QB spy him. There's just ways I do think the Bears defense can attack him. And then offensively, this is a great matchup. Like Washington defense by no means is good. Like the reason they've been good this year is they've had big leads where they can just rush the QB, right? That's been the key for them. It's not going to be the same here for this Bears matchup. So it stinks coming in. Honestly, like the look ahead, I was like, oh, we'll get a nice number back in this Jaden Daniels team against this overhyped Bears team. Now, Bears coming off a bye into this game. To me, it's all Bears right now. It's just a nice break for them. So I would take the Bears now at -2.5 before this moves up to 3. I can just see this keep going up, especially once we get official news Jaden Daniels out. It's like this feels like by Sunday, this is a 3.5 number.
Interesting. I did not see that coming.
I know I wanted to be on Washington, but I more watch Mariota, especially I watch old tape of him from the past 2 years. I'm just like, man, there ain't like this guy went to McVay and got fixed. This is no Baker situation. There is no fixing this Mariota.
All right. Well, based on that, here's what I know. In the past 48 hours, since the games ended on Sunday, so less than that, I know that I spent part of my day reviewing our results for the first 7 weeks and seeing the one area where we are 15 games below 500 that is basically the difference in our season. And I know now that you've spent time watching past video of Marcus Mariota, which says everything about how miserable our days have been in the past 24
I loved it.
to 48 hours. In addition to watching the Bucs give away a game, and by the way, not changing our pick to the Cardinals only because we knew as soon as we did that, we lose the Cardinals and win the Bucs. So it's been a roller coaster of emotions. Yeah. And I agree with you, by the way. I loved it too, as like physically painful and as much of a nightmare as it was to see it. I love kind of knowing the answer. So I'm with you. We're gluttons.